Hey learners, welcome back to Soundarya Study Zone. In today's video, let us solve the next example in converting CFG to GNF, that is Greibach Normal Form. So the problem is S derives AA or 0 and A derives SS or 1. So we have two variables, right, that is S and A, and these two are terminals. So how to convert CFG to GNF? We have to follow certain steps, right? So step 1, we have to check for unit and null production. Unit production means it will be in the form of A derives B, which means in the right hand side there is one variable, or null production means it is in the form of A derives epsilon. Is there any production in this form? S derives AA, two variables, so not an unit production. So S derives 0. Is this unit production? This is 0, okay. S derives 0. Is this unit production? No, because 0 and 1 are terminals, okay. So S derives 0 is not an unit production. And A derives SS, not a unit production. And A derives 1, not a unit production. And then A derives epsilon, there is no such case. So nothing to remove in first step, okay. And then in the second step, check if CFG is in CNF. So what is the rule of CNF? CNF means it should be in the form of A derives B C, which means on the right hand side there should be two variables and A derives B, or on the RHS there can be one terminal. So check, we have S derives AA, so two variables, so this is valid CNF. And then S derives 0, 1 terminal, so this is also CNF. And A derive SS, so this is also two variables, so valid. And then one terminal, this is also valid. So all the production is in the form of CNF, so no need to convert it into CNF. So step 1 and 2 is done. Now move to step 3, that is rename variables in ascending order. Remember this one, we have to just rename variables only. So which are all the variables here? S and A are variables, right? So S is renamed as A1. So what is mean by ascending order? So ascending order means the variable that we get as first one in the equation should be renamed as A1, which means first place, ascending order. So first place should be given to S and second place will be given to next variable. So it will be A2. So 1, 2. Clear? So S will be A1 and A will be A2. So after renaming, so here again there is A. So no need to rename it as A3, okay. So it also will be A2 only. So A1 derives, A means A2, right? A2, again A, so A2 or 0. Terminals, keep it as it is. And then A means A2. A2 derives A1, A1 or 1. Done. Now let us move to step 4. In step 4, we have to order the variables, right? That's why we are renaming variables as A1 and A2. So now after renaming, we got the equation in the form of AI derives AJ alpha, right? So AI derives AJ alpha. So we have to compare this I and J. We have to compare this I and J, okay? So after comparing, if I is less than J, which means if I am comparing A1 derives A2, if 1 is less than 2, then there is no issue, this is valid, okay. Then I less than J must hold, or else what we have to do? So if I less than J, then valid, no need to do anything, we have to keep the equation as it is. If I greater than J, we have to substitute the value of AJ in AI. Let us see that later, okay. If I greater than J, we have to substitute the value of AJ, which means we have to substitute the value of A to production. And then if I greater than J, then there is left recursion. We have to eliminate that left recursion, okay. So now let us consider this first equation. A1 derives A2 or 0. Okay, so here what is the value of I? So this is AI, right? AI derives AJ alpha. So I is 1 and J is 2. So 1 is less than 2. So I less than J must hold. So this is valid, right? So I less than J. This is valid. No need to do anything. And A1 derives 0. This is already in GNF form. So no need to do anything. Now let us move to the next equation, that is A2 derives A1 or 1. So here what is the value of I? Value of I is 2, value of J is 1. Here I is greater than J. So this is the problem. When I greater than J, we have to substitute the value of this AJ. Okay, so now how to do that? Let us see. I got A2 derives A1. So I have to fix this equation. Okay, so substitute the value of A1 in A2. So what is the value of A1? A1 means this one, right? A1 derives A2 or 0. So we have to substitute the value of A1 in A2. So it will become A2 derives, what is the value of, I am considering this one first. So what is the value of A1? So I am substituting the value of A1 as A2 A1, or again we have two values, right? So we have to substitute both things, or 0 A1 this is of this A1 only we have to substitute AJ. Okay, so AJ means A1 value I substituted, so it will become A2 derives A2 A1 or 0 A1. After substituting, again we have to check the cases of I and J. So we have A2 derives A2 A1 or 0 A1 or 1. This one. Keep it as it is. Okay, so now check whether I is less than J or I greater than J or I equals to J. So here 2 equals to 2. I equals to J. So there comes the left recursion. So what we have to do? We have to eliminate left recursion now. So in the first case, I substituted the value of A2. So I got I greater than J, and then I substituted the value of A1 here, and then I got left recursion. Now I have to eliminate this left recursion. So this is simple. Here A2 derives A2 A1 or 0 A1 or 1, right? So this is in the form of A derives A alpha or beta. So this is in the form of A derives A alpha or beta. So here there are two values, it will be beta 1 and beta 2. Okay, so if it is in this form, we have to convert it using a new formula, that is we have to convert it into a new formula, that is A derives beta A dash and A dash derives epsilon A dash or alpha A dash or epsilon. Here A dash is a new variable. Clear? So we have to apply it to this formula now. So what is the value of A? So equation is in the form of A derives A alpha or beta. So in the place of A we have A2. So A equals to A2. And then in the place of alpha we have these things, A2 A1. A alpha or beta, right? So A means A2, alpha means A2 A1. And then beta 1 is 0 A1 and beta 2 is 1 and A dash means A2 dash. Okay, now convert it into this formula. So it will become A derives beta 1 A dash. This is the value of A. A2 derives beta 1. Beta 1 is 0 A1 and then beta 1 A dash. So what is the value of A dash? That is A2 dash, or beta 2, that is 1. This is beta 2 and then A2 dash, that is A dash. So this formula is used. Again we have another formula, that is A dash derives alpha A dash or epsilon. So A dash means A2 dash derives, what is the value of alpha? Alpha means a2 a1 and then a dash means a2 dash or epsilon. So converting is done. So we got whole equations we got. From this we got a1 derives a2 a2 or 0. We are keeping it as it is. And then a2 derives 0 a1 a2 or 1 a2. And then a2 dash derives a2 a1 a2 dash or epsilon. So look carefully now. So here we have a1 derives a2 a2 or 0. So what is the proper definition of GNF? A CFG is considered as GNF if the production is of the form A derives B alpha, right? If it is in the form of A derives B alpha. B means any terminal, which means in the right hand side first one should be terminal. After that we can have any number of variables. So is there any valid GNF here? Yes, A1 derives 0. This is valid GNF. So any number of variables means 0 or more, right? So it can have A derives B also. So A1 derives 0. This is valid. And then look here, A2 derives 0, A1, A2 dash or 1, A2 dash. 0, 1. Both are terminals. After that we can have any number of variables. So this A2 is valid. And A2 dash derives A2, A1, A2 dash or epsilon. This is not valid because starting we have variable and epsilon is not allowed in GNF. So we have to fix this and this. Let us do that. Okay. Now I am converting A1 derives A2 A2 first into GNF. Okay. So consider A1 derives A2 A2 or 0. So now I have to convert this into a first character should be a terminal, right? So let us substitute the value of A2 in this equation. So we know A2 derives 0 A1 A2 dash or 1 A2 dash. So substitute the value of A2. So A1 derives A2 A2 or 0, right? 0, keep it as it is. No need to do anything. So in the place of A2, I am substituting this one. So A1 derives 0, A1, A2 dash and A2 means A2. A2, 0, A1, A2 dash. A2, write this as it is. Or again we have another one, that is in the place of A2 I am substituting 1 A2 dash, A2 as it is or 0. Now check whether this is in valid GNF form or not. So at first there should be terminal, then it is valid GNF. So here we have 0 and then followed by terminals, 1 followed by terminals or 0. So we have terminals at first. So this is valid GNF. So A1 is done. So this got fixed, this is already fixed. Now we have to solve only A2 dash. So let us take that now. We have A2 dash derives A2, A1, A2 dash or epsilon. So epsilon we fix it later. So let us convert this equation into GNF. Okay. So again we have to do the same thing. First one is A2. We already know the value of A2, that is 0 A1 A2 dash or 1 A2 dash. So substitute. So A2 dash derives A2. So A2 means 0 A1 A2 dash. So 0 A1 A2 dash, this is the value of A2 and then write this A1 A2 dash as it is, or substitute the value of A2, 1 A2 dash, this one value of A2 and then A1 A2 dash or epsilon. Done. So this is about A2 dash. Now it is converted into GNF form. Only thing that is left is we have to remove this epsilon. Let's do that. So now how to remove epsilon? Let me explain this in easy way. So what we have to do is we have to look at the equation. So let us first consider this A1. Okay. So we got A1 as this, right? After converting it into GNF we got this one. So A1 derives 0, A1, A2 dash, A2 or 1, A2 dash, A2 or 0. So we have A2 dash derives 0. We know that A2 dash derives epsilon. So epsilon means 1. Remember this one. What is the value of epsilon? Epsilon equals to 1. Okay. So what I am going to do is A1 derives 0, A1. So here I have A2 dash. So let me take like this. In one case, the value of A2 dash is this one. Okay, value of A2 dash is this one. So it will be same A2 dash or A2. Again, let me take the value of this A2 dash as this epsilon. So epsilon means 1, right? 1 A2. 0 into A1 into 1 means no need to write A1, right? So it will be 0 A1 A2. I hope you understand this one. Or else you can consider like this. A2 dash, I am keeping it once. A2 dash, I am removing it once. If it is epsilon, then I have to remove it, right? So in this case, this A2 dash is epsilon. So I am removing it. And again, in this case, I am keeping it. And then here I have 1 A2 dash A2. 1 A2 dash A2. I am keeping this A2 dash. Now, in other case, it might be 1 A2 only because A2 dash equals to epsilon now. So I am removing this and then 0 as it is. Now I hope you are clear with this. Okay. And then we have A2 derives 0 A1 A2 dash or 1 A2 dash. Now do the same thing. Write 0 A1 A2 dash as it is. Okay. Now let us take this A2 dash as epsilon. So here A2 dash equals to epsilon. So I am removing this A2 dash. Here 1 A2 dash keeping as it is, and in this case I removed A2 dash, which means A2 dash becomes epsilon. Done. Now consider this one. Be careful with this one. A2 dash derives 0 A1 A2 dash A1 A2 dash. Write this one as it is. Okay. Now in the next equation I am removing this A2 dash. So it will become 0 A1 A1 A2 dash, which means this A2 dash become epsilon. Okay. And in next case I am keeping this A2 dash as it is. So 0 A1 A2 dash as it is, and then A1 as it is. So this A2 dash I am keeping it as epsilon. Clear? In the next case I am keeping both these as epsilon. So A2 dash equals to epsilon, and here also A2 dash equals to epsilon. So the equation will be like this: 0 A1 A1. So here we took all the possible cases. Now do the same thing for this one. 1 A2 dash A1 A2 dash. I am writing it as it is. Now make this one as equals to epsilon. So it will become 1 A1 A2 dash. Next case, keep this as epsilon. So 0 A2 dash A1. So this A2 dash is epsilon. Next case, keep both of this as epsilon. So it will become 1 A1 only. So this is the final equation. Now check whether all of these are in GNF or not. So here first terminal, 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 terminal. In all the cases starting we have terminal only. So this is a valid GNF. This is how we convert CFG to GNF. So I hope this video helped you. If this video helped you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.